Hi friends, welcome to my channel or welcome back. If you don't know me, my name is Lucia. Today we're going to practice together a yoga class that is inspired by the second series of Rocket. So we have a few twists and arm balances. This is a shorter version, so it's like inspired by Rocket. It's going to be fast and dynamic, but it's not the full sequence. If you want do the full practice, you can check on my website, and I'm going to put the link just down the description. In the meantime, please subscribe to the channel and like this class so that I can post more and you can be aware of it. Whenever you're ready, jump on your mat. If you want to have blocks, you're always welcome to. Not necessarily strict for today, but just come into a seated posture of your choice. You can stay on your shins or cross-legged. You can have a block under your hips, and whenever you're ready, you can close your eyes down. Taking a deeper breath in through the nose, and open the shoulders as you sink your chest down. Open your mouth side out. Breathe in through the nose, feel the length through the spine. Breathe out to the mouth. And again, inhale. And through the mouth, exhale. Gently starting to tap into your Ujjayi breath if it's part of your practice. Or just seal your lips and begin to breathe in and out through the nose. Starting to cultivate a steady pace of breath that you can keep with you for the rest of this practice. So being fully aware of your inhalation and fully aware of your exhalation. And allowing the breath in to create space, the breath out to let something go. A few more breaths here to deepen that awareness with yourself, to feel what you're carrying with you today. Gently you can bring your hands together to the center of your chest, interlace your fingers here. With your next breath in, spread the palms to the sky. Take a deep stretch of the sides of your body. With your breath out, push the hands in front of you. Inhale to press the arms up to the sky. Exhale, arms in front of you. Breathing in, extend to the sky. And breathing out, round. One more time, come up with a breath in. This time as you close the ribs, twist to the right side with your breath out, keeping the palms facing to the sky. Inhale back to center and exhale to the left, squeezing at the waist. Inhale back to center, exhale to the right. Inhale center, exhale left. Inhale center, exhale right. Inhale center, and exhale left. Back to center with your breath in. Arms in front of you with your breath out, coming to a tabletop position, so facing the top of your mat. Move your props away if you were using them. Place your hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Tuck the toes under, arch the spine, and then sink the hips to the heels with the breath out. Pull the body forward, take a breath in, rounding the spine, and breathe out, arch back. Find this active child's pose. Inhale, round the spine forward. Exhale, glide back. And one more, breathing in. Nice, breathing out, shifting back. From here, lift the knees off the mat, coming to your downward facing dog. And take this downward facing dog with curiosity so that you can feel your body into the sole of the feet. Feeling the calf muscles, the hammies, sides of your body and shoulders. You can move the head side to side, releasing into the neck. And gently you can find stillness whenever you're ready. Take a breath in. With a breath out, bend the knees, look forward, and begin to walk to the top of the mat. Feet parallel, hip distance apart. Inhale, use your hands on your shins to create length through the spine. And exhale to fall down. Breathing in, gently coming up to standing. And breathing out, release the arms down. Nice. Soften the shoulders. And bring the big toes closer together. Breathe and press into the feet to elevate your arms to the sky. Raise your energy. And exhale, fold over your thighs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, plant your hands, step into a plank pose. Taking a breath in, hug the lower belly in. And lower all the way down to the belly with a breath out. Untuck the toes, cobra with a breath in. Lower down, exhale. Tuck the toes under. Hug the lower belly in. See if you can lift it from the ground. Then you can keep the knees bent and press into a tabletop or into a plank pose if you want to. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, your way to the top of the mat. Feet together, inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale to fold. Breathe and come up to standing, arms to the sky, look to your thumbs. Breathe out, arms down alongside the body. And again, breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, fold over your thighs. Keep the knees soft. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale into a plank pose. Take a breath in, hug the lower belly in. Chaturanga is your breath out, or you can repeat what we did before. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, inhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana, exhale. Right leg lifts up with a breath in. Bend the knee, open the hip, breath out. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring the right knee to the nose. Inhale, bring it back up and up. Exhale, bring the right knee to the right tricep. Hold it here. Breathe in, back and up. And breathe out, right knee to the left elbow. Hold it here. Now extend the right foot off the mat. Fall in triangle, left arm to the sky. Breathe in. And with a breath out, left hand comes back down. Hug the right knee into the chest. Maybe touch your forehead with it. And then step back into your downward facing dog. And left leg reaches up with a breath in. Left knee to the nose with a breath out. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, holding for a second. Back and up with a breath in. And you twist with a breath out, left knee, right elbow. Then extend the left leg out. Open the right arm to the sky, take a breath in. And lower the right hand down with your breath out. Hug the left knee into the chest. Maybe you can touch your forehead. And then you step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Bend the knees, look forward, step or jump to the top with your breath out. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale to fall down. Bend your knees, find a chair pose from here. Hold for a moment, inhale. And as you exhale, straighten the legs, release the arms down. And again, breathe and bend the knees. And as you breathe out, interlace the fingers and push the hands away from the body. Take a breath in, sink the hips nice and low. And stay for the breath out. Lifting the toes as you shift the heels back. The weight into the heels, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, take one more breath in. And with a breath out, release the toes down. You can actually start shifting the weight into the heels, into the toes rather, lifting the heels. And you can stay here, you can start releasing the arms down and behind you as you start straightening the legs. If you need to, you can drop your heels down. Otherwise, keep the heels lifting and your arms reaching back like wings. Hug the lower belly in, inhale. Exhale, one more breath in. With the exhale, release the hands down. Maybe you want to go into a crow pose, or maybe you prefer a malasana, a deep squat. Plant your hands down if you're coming with me into a crow. Knees to the armpits, lean forward. And you can stay here just transferring the weight forward, or you can float maybe one foot at a time, maybe both. Holding for 3. Looking forward for 2. And you can shoot back into chaturanga with your breath out. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward in between your hands, left heel down. Breathe and reach out with both arms. And as you breathe out, hands down, lift the back heel. 3-legged plank into chaturanga. Of course, you can drop the right foot down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot comes forward, right heel down. Breathe and reach up with both arms. Square the hips, warrior 1. And breathe out, transition back, lift the right heel. Step into a plank with 3-legged plank to lower into chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana with a breath in. Adho Mukha Svanasana with a breath out. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale here. Exhale here. Take one more breath in and out. Right leg lifts up with a breath in. Bend the knee, open the hip. Take a breath out. Heel to the glute. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Touch. And then step the right foot in between your hands. Left heel down on an angle. Warrior 1 again. Interlace the fingers. Palms to the sky. Close the ribs in. Try and create space into the back of your heart. And push the arms to the sky. Inhale. And exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out for 2. One more inhale. With the exhale, lift the back heel, open up, warrior, twisted warrior. 1 breath in, look into the right thumb. With a breath out, right hand towards the left thigh. Inhale to extend the left arm up and back. And exhale, left elbow outside the right knee. Right palm on top of your left. Twist a little deeper, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more breath in. And release the twist with the breath out. Frame the front foot, pyramid pose. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale to fold. Bend into the right knee. Left fingers forward. Half moon. Twisted Ardha Chandrasana. So half moon with a twist. Left fingers supporting you, the right arm to the sky, and the left leg reaches back. Twist the ribs towards the sky. Look to the right thumb if you can. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Last breath in. As you exhale, release the left foot halfway. Place it on an angle, 45-ish degree. And then step the left hand under the left shoulder or outside the right foot. Right arm to the sky, Parivrtta Trikonasana. Inhale, again, you keep looking up to the right thumb. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Last breath in. And with a breath out, release the hands down. Frame the front foot, bend the right knee, step the left foot back, find a warrior 2 stance. And then left arm reaches up and back. Straighten the right thigh. Take a breath in to lengthen the spine forward. And with a breath out, right hand comes down, left arm to the sky. Lengthen the right side of the body, breathe in. Twist the right rib to the sky, breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Take another breath in. With a breath out, look down. Bend into the right knee. Parsvakonasana, side angle. You can stay here if you feel that the stance is correct for you, or if you want to shift the left foot a little bit backwards, you can, especially if you shorten your stance into your warrior, your Trikonasana rather. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Take one more breath in and release down with a breath out. We're going to transition back. You can take a Kundinyasana if you would like to, or you can just step back or even take a moment or two into lizard pose. Hands under the shoulders. If you're coming with me to Kundinyasana, right elbow hooks under the right thigh. Bend the elbows, look forward. Float the right foot, float the left. Maybe you extend. And then you come into your Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. And we go to the second side. Left leg reaches up with a breath in, bend the knee, open the hip, breath out. Inhale. And exhale, square the hips. Knee to nose, step the left foot down and the right foot on an angle. Warrior one, palms to the sky as you interlace the fingers and close the ribs in. Breathing in. Breathing out. So this closing of the ribs really helps us into the inversions. So it's what we want to do when we're upside down. Take one more breath in. Nice, and with a breath out, lift the right heel. Twist to the left, open your arms. Shoulders down, take a breath in. Left hand towards the right thigh with a breath out. And the right arm reaches up and back. Inhale. Exhale to twist the right elbow outside the left knee. Allowing your hands with the center of your chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep the right leg straight. Inhale. Exhale. If you have variations, of course, you can take them. Breathe in. And with a breath out, shift the gaze down. Frame the front foot, come to a pyramid pose. Just for a breath to reset. Inhale. And exhale. Parivrita Ardha Chandrasana. Bend into the left knee, right fingers in front of you, in line with the right shoulder. Right leg floats back with the heel pressing back, the toes pointing down. Left arm to the sky, inhale. And exhale, try and look up to the left thumb, breathe in. Breathe out. Last inhale. And exhale. Step the right foot halfway down on an angle. We go into a twisted Trikonasana, inhale to lengthen the spine. Right hand down under the right shoulder or outside the left foot. Left arm to the sky. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, keep the gaze up. Exhale. Take one more breath in, long spine, crown of the head reaches forward. And with a breath out, release down. Frame the front foot, bend the front knee, step the right foot backwards. Right arm reaches up to come into a warrior two. Take a breath in, relax the shoulders, and then straighten the front thigh with a breath out. Inhale to come forward. Here is where some people like to shorten the stance. And exhale, lower down into your Trikonasana. Left hand down, chest to the sky, right arm up. Breathe in. And really lengthen the left side of the body. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Take one more breath in. Look down with a breath out, preparing for Parsvakonasana. You can just bend the left knee and you're ready. With the fingers or with the palm down, reaching with the arm, the right arm forward. If you need to adjust the stance, you do it. Do your things, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, take one more breath in. And with a breath out, again, hands down. Both to the inside of the left foot. Right heel comes up and the left foot can shift a little bit more to the side. Kundalini B is an option here if you did it on the other side, or you can stay here in lizard while I and other people might want to do the transition. Or try it. Bend the elbows, float the left foot to your side, shift the weight forward to float the right foot, maybe extend the left. And then you can shoot back upward facing dog into a downward facing dog. Taking a breath in. And with a breath out, you can drop the knees down and drop your forearms down as well. If you need a moment to rest, you can take a moment to rest. Otherwise, we're going to transition into a dolphin pose. Arms parallel, elbows under the shoulders. You can stay here, you can bring the hands together if you prefer this variation. I'm happy with the hands down. So make sure that the elbows don't splay out. They're not too wide. They're under the shoulders, ideally. Your forearms pressing down, tuck the toes under, lift into your dolphin. And you can stay here, or you can lift one leg at a time to transfer the weight. You can go upside down if you want to. Think of closing the ribs if you go upside down, like into Warrior One. Pressing into the forearms. And gently you can come down. Drop the knees. Come into a child's pose with the arms reaching back, forehead down, or into a seated meditation. I like to be here and feel. But you're more than welcome to drop your head down and rest the shoulders. Take a couple of moments here to come back to your breath, processing these big shifts in energy that are happening into your body. Feeling your heartbeat. And again, coming back onto your breath, keeping that Ujjayi breath. Gently, you can open your eyes again when you're ready, coming back into your downward facing dog from wherever you were into your seated meditation or child's pose. Take a breath in, and with a breath out, bend the knees, look forward, take your weight to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale to fold down. Open your feet hip distance apart from here. Big toes, peace fingers are catching the big toes. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold. Padangusthasana. Drop the crown of the head down. You can bend the knees, of course. Try and bend the elbows as you're pulling from the toes. And your neck is nice and relaxed. Take one more breath in and out. Then inhale to lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, slide the hands under your feet. Padahastasana. Again, bend the knees if you need to, keep them soft. And then try and bend the elbows to drop the crown of the head a little lower in between your feet. Massage your wrists with your toes so your hands are completely under the feet. Nice. One breath in and one breath out. Inhale to lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, release the fingers down. Bring the big toes to touch again. Bend your knees, find a chair pose. Inhale. And as you exhale, straighten the legs, release the arms down. Then back into a chair pose. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring the palms together. Drop the left elbow outside the right knee. You can stay here into your twist, or you can lower down with your bum towards your heels. Again, you can stay here onto your twist, or you can release the hands down. I like to pivot towards the front of the mat. So my toes are facing towards the left side of the mat, and my arms are in just a natural shape, chaturanga, let's say. Palms hip distance apart. And then from here, you can lean forward to come into Parsva Bakasana. You can split your legs. You can transition into Kundinyasana. You can shift back, do your transition, and come forward, or you can just stay where you are. If you have your twists, release it, take a breath in, lengthen the spine, and exhale to fold. And then bend the knees again, find your chair pose, and we do the twist on the other side. Right elbow towards the left knee. You can stay, or you can drop a little deeper. You can drop your hands down, or you can stay. You can pivot so your right toes facing the right edge of your mat. And the right elbow stays hooked. Hands shoulder distance apart. You're going to need a bit more space in front. Lean forward. Parsva Bakasana. If you want to, you can split your legs. If you want to, you do the transition. Nice. Whatever comes out. Some days feels easier, some days feels harder. That's okay, part of the practice. We observe without attachment. And we play without judgment. So just observe the experience and feel it by being connected to your breath. Nice, take one more breath in downward facing dog. And take a breath out. With your next inhale, come forward, find a plank pose. Lower all the way down with a breath out. Little cobra with a breath in, inhale. Float your hands the same as you exhale. Reach back with your arms, float your feet, breathe in. And then interlace your fingers, cross your ankles. Push the hands together, breathe in. And breathe out. Change the cross of your ankles, change the cross of your fingers, inhale. And exhale, release. Drop down, take a moment to rest. Dhanurasana is our next shape, but you're welcome to repeat Shalabhasana if you want to, interlacing the fingers and lifting the feet. Otherwise, bend the knees, catch the top of the feet or your ankles, roll the shoulders back and down, and then you kick the feet back into your hands with a breath in. And breathe here. Release when you're ready. Hands under the shoulders. Take a upward facing dog, lifting the chest, lifting the hips, lifting the knees, and downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Come and sit on your shins with a little step or a little jump. Open your feet a little bit wider to sit in between your heels. And we're going to go and stretch the quads so you can stay here. If you need a block, you lift your glutes on a block. You can stay or you can lower onto the forearms or all the way down. Maybe extend the arms behind you. Nice, take one more breath in and out. And the last one. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. Gently release your arms alongside your body. I like to place my hands under the glutes, press into the elbows, the forearms, lift up. Hands in front of you. Here you can go into a tripod headstand if you would like to. I'm not going to go there today. I'm going to take a crow again. Plant your hands, knees to the armpits. Squeeze into the core. You could drop the crown of the head down from here into your tripod. And then you can make your way here. You can shoot back. And then we meet into your downward facing dog. Bending the knees, look forward, come back into that same seated position on your shins. Left up this time, we go into Camel Ustrasana or any variation of it. So you can stay here with the hands towards the lower back, fingers facing up, shoulders back and down, push the hips forward, the chest up. And you can stay. If you want to, you can tuck the toes under, hug the lower belly in, and you lean back. Catch your heels and push up with the chest up to the sky and with the hips forward. But I like to think more of the chest to the sky. If you want to do the full variation, of course you can do this with the toes untucked. So maybe if you're already here, you can come back up and then untucking the toes and repeat. And gently you can release, dropping the hips back, engage the core, and coming back up. Sit down onto your heels for a moment. Close your eyes, relax the shoulders. And reach up with your arms to the sky, inhale. Gentle twist to the right side, exhale. Inhale, bring the arms back up to the sky. And exhale, gentle twist to the left. Inhale, back up. And as you exhale, plant your hands down. You can just step back into a downward facing dog. You can do a vinyasa. With your chaturanga, you can take another crow or another tripod. And this is going to be our last flow or vinyasa for today. Bend the knees, look forward, find a seated posture this time. Feet hip distance apart. Arms alongside the body. Press with your feet down, nice and low. Secure your spine as you lower down without lifting the feet. And lower, beautiful. You can hug the knees into the chest. You can take a happy baby if you like to. You can take a moment into shoulder stand if you would like. Lifting the hips to the sky, catching with your hands the lower back. And feet reaching up. If you are in your shoulders, then gently drop the feet behind your head. You can interlace the fingers and push the hands to the mat. And then you can soften the knees to the side of your head. Hug your thighs. And then you can slowly start making your way down. You can release your arms side behind your head or alongside your body. Just press them down firmly and one vertebra at a time. We're going to come all the way down. Hug the left knee into the chest. With your right hand, bring the left knee over to the right side. Open the left arm, twist towards the left. And now come back to center. Hug the right knee into the chest as you extend the left leg away. With your left hand, gently bring the right knee over to the left side. Look to the right. And of course, you can start closing your eyes down. And come back to center. You can give yourself one last hug. And then gently you can release into your Shavasana. Releasing the breath, allowing the body to relax, and allowing your mind to rest. If you have extra time, please feel free to take it. Otherwise, begin to bring your awareness back into your body. Finding your breath again and allowing gentle movements in your hands, your feet, fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Giving your body a full, big stretch. And then a hug with the knees into the chest. Gently you can drop your knees towards your favorite side. And take your time to transition back into a seated posture, maybe coming back to the same shape you chose at the beginning of the class. Rest your hands on your thighs, relax the shoulders, take a deeper breath in. And gentle side out. Gently bring your hands together to the center of your chest as you start paying attention to how you feel into your body. How's your breath expressing itself right now? And how's the energy that you've cultivated throughout the practice? You might want to dedicate your energy, or you might want to use this energy to set an intention for your day ahead, whatever feels meaningful for you. Just take a deeper breath in here. And again, a gentle side out. Bowing your head down towards your heart. And take a moment, as always, to acknowledge and to thank yourself for showing up on your mat. And I thank you for being here with me. Namaste. Thank you all for being here with me, practicing today. Hope you enjoyed the class. Let me know in the comments. And again, if you want a longer version, you can find it on my website. I'm going to link it down below. And yeah, please text me, comment. I always love hearing from you. Also for requests, if you have any. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to like my class. It's really helpful for me. So yeah, thank you for being here again. I'll see you in the next class.